Keeping it real, keeping it real. I'm your host, Reverend Al Sharpton, and we're back. Dr. Charles Ogletree in his weekly hour. Is Tavis Smiley still with us? They're trying to get him back. And let me say this again. I would hope that this kind of conversation we could have had in private, but frankly, when I got the calls this morning of what Mr. Smiley said, it surprised me because Tavis certainly knows how to call me, and he didn't. I don't know anything about the date. I don't know about the forum. I'd been talking about doing a forum since he had stopped the forums. And Dr. Ogletree, you know that you and I talked about the dates. I talked to Tom Joyner. I was doing it at the end of our National Action Network convention in New York, and I'm still going to do it. I think that the forum that Mr. Smiley's talking about should be held by somebody objective now. I mean, you can't attack the president for 3 years like he has and then turn around and distort what civil rights leaders are saying, and then you say, I'm going to have the healing meeting and I love you no matter what, when you've injured people. I think we need to talk about all these things, and clearly to use the New York Times. I can't believe you're going to say that you thought my position because something you read in the Times 2 weeks before we met with the president, and it doesn't even say what you said. I mean, I got too much respect for the Tavis for him to believe that. I would not judge Tavis on something that he thinks, that I think he said in the New York Times. I would at least want to know his position. But anyway, I would hope it resolves itself. I would think that if we're going to have a real discussion, we got to have young people on it. I want to know, are people like Warren Ballentine going to be on it? Are people like Jeff Johnson going to be on it? I mean, who's going to be in this discussion? And who decides who's in the discussion? And I think that some of the elders, like Reverend Al Sampson and Minister Farrakhan, others, maybe need to sit everybody down in a closed setting and get an understanding before you do this. But to open up on Tom Joyner's show attacking me and or distorting me, if you don't consider that attack, I do because I work hard, so I'm passionate about my work. I just don't think it's the way you try to help, particularly when you've had a run of attacking the president. That's just my view. But again, I think Tavis Smiley makes an important contribution to our community and to the country. But again, if somebody steps out and distorts me, I'm going to call them, no matter who it is, including the president. Like all week, I've been on Eric Holder about this whole decision on Sean Bell. So that's my view. But again, Dr. Ogletree, I seemingly cannot get Tavis back, so let me go on back to you.
Right. I hope we do get him back because, Tavis has done important work and continues to do important work. And he invited me to this forum, and my office responded last week. As you and most of the world know, I'm going to be in China the whole month of March and couldn't do it. And I was sending him a personal letter in addition to explain that I very much want to be a part of that dialogue and whether he wants to have it in Washington or some other folks and have members of the Obama administration as well as his critics to talk about these issues.
I would, again, I hope we have a private session, maybe Reverend Sampson, the minister, somebody could be there, work all this out, because, again, I do not think Tavis is in anyone that I would disrespect. I disagree vehemently with how he portrayed me on this, but I think he has a value to our community, and I said it when a lot of people were attacking me on this show, and then because of his thing with the president. So I don't say this out of no hostility. I think the reason it stunned me so and hurt me so this morning is I defended Tavis. And for Tavis to distort something that my position, I just didn't understand it.
Well,
and I really...
It's even further than that, Reverend, because, I mean, the reality is that both of us, every week, we have some criticism of the president because...
I'm on Eric Holder right now about Sean Bell.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The reality
they're telling me we have Tavis back. Tavis? Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't know you were back. Go ahead.
Yes. Your staff called me back. I thought we were done talking. But since they put me back on the air, my point on this is very simple. What I said a moment ago is that if there are some clarifications that need to be made based upon all these quotes that people are responding to in these publications. Reverend Al, I'm looking at another stack of quotes from you in your conversation on CNN with Wolf Blitzer. These are the kinds of things that are circulating all across the country, and maybe you're not hearing it on your radio show, but all across the country, people are asking, what did Charles Ogletree mean? What did Al Sharpton mean? What did Ben Jealous mean? Dorothy Height, we love her. She's an icon. But what did she mean? What did Mark Morial mean? What happened in that meeting When do black people get reported to about that? And I'm not doing anything now that I have never, ever done, which is to try to convene conversations. I'm not better than anybody else. I ain't brighter than anybody else. Part of my calling, as everybody knows, is to try, when necessary, to convene these conversations for us to have this dialogue. You and Charles have been there for 10 years. I don't know why this year is any different in terms of addressing this particular
Because you canceled it, Tavis, you canceled it. You have it during Black History Month, and you canceled it.
Respectfully, there are two different things. We're not talking about SOBU now. We're talking about a separate conversation.
So don't say we've been there 10 years. We have not had a separate conversation for 10 years. You said we've been there for 10 years. Now you're saying it's a separate conversation. See, I think the problem we have, Tavis, and I say this in love, is that I do listen. And you talk about two different things and put it together. Now,
I didn't hear the commentary from this morning, Reverend Al.
Wait, let me address that. Let me say, don't say I didn't hear it. I did hear it, and because it was played back to me. Okay. Number one. Number two, we did report what happened in the meeting. I went on Tom Joyner's show, the show you brought this up on, and reported. I reported it every day here.
What do you have against joining in a conversation?
Can I finish? May I finish saying what I'm saying?
What do you have against joining in a conversation to talk about this issue publicly?
Absolutely nothing. But if we're going to have a conversation, we should have a conversation that everyone agrees on when the conversation is. Not some. Can you? Tavis, I'm going to ask you one more time to let me finish talking. You ask a question, I'm going to answer it. I knew nothing about this until I heard this played back today. Second of all, I don't have no idea who's in the conversation. I think Roland Martin should help somebody objective ought to be part of this conversation.
Now you're getting, I love you, and I've said that repeatedly. I'm going to keep on saying it.
I love you too, but I'm talking about if we're going to have a fair conversation, let's have a fair conversation.
All the years we've been friends and have done these conversations, how all of a sudden am I not objective? How did that happen?
Wait a minute. Tavis, you just said we're not talking about all these years of conversation. This is a different conversation.
When you say that
if we're going to have a different conversation, then we need to deal with the people that are on the field now. Valentine, Martin, Jeff Johnson. I mean, who's in the conversation, Tavis? Who decides who's going to be in the conversation? Could you tell me who's in the conversation? You said everybody's going to be there. Who's everybody, Tavis? Tavis.
Rick Dyson, Barbara Lee, Angela Glover Blackwell, et cetera.
And who chose these people? I mean,
now, come on. See, now you're being disingenuous.
No, you're being disingenuous. You're telling me that you already set up something, got everybody coming, didn't tell me, and that I'm supposed to just say, okay, I'll come. Hold on a minute, Tavis. Keeping it real. Sharpton. I was born at night. It wasn't last night, Tavis.
Keeping it real.